Oy, Matoy! Ano pre, parang namumblema ka dyan ah.
Pre, di ko talaga maintindihan. Nakatulog kasi ako kanina sa review.
Okay lang yan pre, gising na gising ako nun, pwede kitang turuan. Saan ka ba namumblema?
Lahat pre. Lahat ng problema ko, di ko talaga maintindihan eh.
Sige, turuan kita. Unahin muna natin dito sa linear. For our linear function, we have the formula W is equal to mg, where W is equal to weight, m is equal to mass, g is equal to gravity. Now, for our inverse function, we have the formula f of x raised to negative 1 is equal to x over b, where the domain is equal to 0 to positive infinity and range is 0 to positive infinity and vice versa. And x must always be greater than or equal to 0 in real life situations. And this is our graph for the linear equation W is equal to mg. Now for our real life situation, if a dumbbell is 100 kilograms, how much work is done with a bodybuilder? Now, we have m is equal to 100 kilograms, g is equal to 9.81 meters per second. So for our formula, W is equal to mg, W is equal to 100 times 9.81, which will give us 981 newtons of force.
Yung pala yun. Paano naman pre yung rational function?
For a rational function, we have the formula S is equal to d over t, where S is equal to speed, d is equal to distance, and t is equal to time. For our inverse function, we have f of x raised to negative 1 is equal to x times b, where the domain is equal to 0 to positive infinity, range is equal to 0 to positive infinity, and vice versa, where x must always be greater than or equal to 0. And this is our graph for the rational function, which is s is equal to d over t. For our real life situation, we have, if a runner needs to complete a distance of 10 kilometers in 3 hours, how fast should he run? So we know that d is equal to 10 kilometers, t is equal to 3 hours. So for our formula, s is equal to d over t, 10 kilometers over 3 hours, we would have a speed of s is equal to 3.33 kilometers per hour.
So yung pala yun. Paano pre yung quadratic function?
Quadratic function, we have h of t is equal to negative 1/2 gt squared plus initial volume times t plus initial height. For h, we have height, g is equal to gravity, t is equal to time, v0 is equal to initial velocity, and h0 is equal to initial height. For inverse function, we have f of x raised to negative 1 is equal to x over b. For our domain and range, we have 0 to positive infinity and vice versa, where x must always be greater than or equal to 0. Now, as you can see, the parabola is opening downwards since we have a negative coefficient. And it's a parabola because we have a degree of 2. Now, for the real life situation, we have, if a ball is dropped with an initial height of 300 meters and an initial velocity of 10 meters per second squared, given that air resistance is ignored, what is the height of the ball in 3 seconds? So we have come up with the answer, h of t is equal to 265.86 meters, given the formula.
Yung pala yun. Paano naman pre yung trigonometric function?
The trigonometric function, we have w is equal to fs cos theta, with w being work, f being force, and s being displacement. Now for an inverse function, we have f of x is raised to negative 1 is equal to x over b, with our domain being 0 to positive infinity and our range being 0 to positive infinity, with x being greater than or equal to 0. Now this is our graph for the trigonometric function. Now, if a rope is pulled at an angle of 30 degrees with a force of 50 and the distance between the person and the end of the rope is 10 meters, how much work is done? Now we know that F is equal to 50, theta is equal to 30 degrees, S is equal to 10 meters. Therefore, with the help of the formula, we have 433.01 newtons as the work done on the rope.